Away from that, there was visible terror and shock among patrons at the premiering of Crushed, our latest Hotline documentary highlighting the menace of road accidents in Ghana. With over 700 lives lost in just the first quarter of 2021, the country could lose up to 22% of GDP in a decade if this trend is not halted. With all stakeholders in the sector under one roof, a strong case was made for urgent action to be taken. While the National Road Safety Authority is expected to begin regulating public transport operations, the police has initiated a technological response to effectively enforce road traffic regulations. Manuel Kranting has more in the following reports.
The man said, "Yahoo, yahoo, yahoo." The tire burst and he applied the bliss. I didn't see anything again.
I didn't see any blood or scratches around him. So I just held him, mentioned his name. There was no response.
Scenes that shocked patrons at the premiere of Crushed, the latest Joy News Hotline documentary produced by Seth Kwame Boateng.
I thought of how or what we could do as a media house to help reduce road crashes on our roads, because we can't sit down for over 2,000 lives to go just like that every year. So I had to think of what I could do to paint the picture for all Ghanaians to appreciate the magnitude of the problem.
For the entire period of the screening, people were visibly terrified.
I saw this lady cringing at some point. Tell me, what was going through your mind?
I was quite terrified by the accidents that were happening, because it looks like most of us, both drivers, motorists, were not cautious of the necessary road safety measures that have to be put down on the road.
I feel very bad. My husband died through a car accident on his duty call. So I'm a widow. And that ignites that passion in me to be doing road safety.
Beyond the terror was a renewed commitment to ending road crashes. Apostle James Kofi Abre is with the Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council.
We're seeing precious souls perishing, and we from the Christian fraternity, we value every soul. But now, as we have come to see, I'm going to share with the council to really factor in the road safety campaign, because we are in the talk ministry. Every week we meet our members. And as more reactions were shared, one thing stood tall: a united call for enforcement of traffic regulations on our roads. Kofi Oforie-Siama is Transport Minister.
We cannot have a transport operating system without a regulator. So I'm appealing to the transport operators that going forward, the National Road Safety Commission Authority, ladies and gentlemen, is going to regulate the transport operators.
To succeed in this venture, Executive Director of the Road Safety Authority, Engineer May Obrieboa, wants law enforcement agencies to be allowed to do their work.
If ever we are to make a headway in our quest for safer roads, then we must step up our law enforcement game. The people who matter, and indeed those at the helm of affairs, should cease interfering and allow the MTTD to enforce the road traffic regulations.
And as this is pursued, there are efforts to upskill the technological component in enforcement of road traffic regulations. Superintendent Alexander Obeng is Head Education, Research and Training at the Police MTTD.
And that is why I've said, police, we are also focusing in automating our enforcement strategy, our enforcement efforts, so that technology will come and support the current traditional method that we are deploying.
Being Director of Training at the MTTD, speaking to me about what the police is yet to do on the back of this particular documentary produced by Seth Kwame Boateng. So it's essentially a multi-stakeholder consensus on the problem and the way forward. Reporting for Joy News, my name is Manuel Kranting.